Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but your life still feels stuck in the same place? You wake up, do your routine, go to work or school, maybe check your phone a few dozen times, and by the time you lie back down at night, it feels like another day just vanished. Nothing changed. No progress. Just another 24 hours gone. And that cycle continues. Here's the truth. Most people are stuck in that loop not because they don't have potential, but because of the small, invisible habits that quietly sabotage their success. In this video, we're going to go through 10 everyday things you probably do without thinking that are silently keeping you average. Let's dive in. 1. You check your phone first thing in the morning. Before you even open your eyes fully, your hand reaches for your phone. Maybe it's notifications, social media, texts, but what you're really doing is handing your attention, energy, and mood to the world before you've even centered yourself. Successful people protect their mornings. They take time to set their intention, plan their day, and connect with their goals before anyone else's opinions enter their brain. Your attention is one of your most valuable currencies. Don't give it away for free. 2. You delay hard things till later. We've all said it, I'll do it later. But here's the problem. Later becomes never. The brain is wired to seek comfort and avoid pain. So if you always delay the hard stuff, you're training yourself to avoid the very actions that would move you forward. High performers do the hard things first. They eat the frog. They lean into discomfort. The more you delay, the heavier those tasks become. And slowly, your potential gets buried under a mountain of laters. 3. You confuse being busy with being productive. Ever feel exhausted at the end of the day, but still feel like you got nothing done? That's because busy is not the same as productive. Replying to emails, multitasking, hopping from one app to another, that's motion, not progress. Ask yourself, did you actually do anything today that moved your goals forward? Productivity is about doing the right things, not the most things. Quality over quantity. 4. You surround yourself with energy. Look at the people you spend the most time with. Are they inspired, driven, growth-minded? Or do they complain, gossip, and coast through life? Energy is contagious. If you're surrounded by people who settle for less, you'll slowly start believing that's all you deserve too. Raise your circle, and you'll raise your standards. 5. You consume more than you create. You watch YouTube videos. You scroll through Instagram. You listen to podcasts. That's great, but at some point, you have to do something with what you've learned. Most people are stuck in consumption mode because it feels productive. But true growth only happens when you start creating, whether it's a business, a skill, a project, or even a new version of yourself. Create more than you consume. That's how you break out of the cycle. 6. You care too much about what people think. This one is brutal. You don't take risks. You don't post that idea. You don't make that move because you're scared someone might judge you. Here's the truth. Most people are too focused on themselves to care that much about you. And even if they do judge you, so what? Their opinion doesn't pay your bills or live life. Every minute you spend worrying about someone else's opinion is a minute you could have spent building your dream. 7. You avoid discomfort. This is human nature. We love comfort. But comfort is the enemy of growth. Think about your best moments of growth. They probably came after hard decisions, scary risks, or uncomfortable conversations. If you always choose the easy path, you'll get easy results, and those are rarely the ones you want. Every time you lean into discomfort, you level up. It's that simple. 8. You don't guard your time. Time is the one resource you can't get back. But most people treat it like it's unlimited. They say yes to everything. They scroll endlessly. They procrastinate. You have to treat your time like your most valuable asset. Say no more often. Set boundaries. Create time blocks to focus on your priorities. Because when you lose time, you're not just losing minutes, you're losing opportunities, experiences, and progress. 9. You compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Social media has made it dangerously easy to feel behind. You see someone living their dream life at 25 and wonder what's wrong with you. But you're not seeing the full picture. You don't see their failures, sacrifices, or struggles. You don't see the 10 years of grinding before that overnight success. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. That's the only game that matters. 10. You wait for motivation. Let me say this clearly. Motivation is a myth. It's fleeting. It's unreliable. If you're waiting to feel inspired before you act, you'll wait forever. Successful people don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They show up even when they don't feel like it. They do the work regardless of mood. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. If you saw yourself in any of these 10 habits, don't beat yourself up. That's not the point of this video. The point is awareness. Because once you're aware, you can change. You don't need a huge life overhaul. Just start with one change. Replace one bad habit with a better one. Then another. Then another. And slowly, you'll go from average to unstoppable. But the choice is yours. Do you keep doing what you've always done? Or do you finally break the pattern? It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. So tomorrow morning, don't grab your phone. Instead, sit with your thoughts. Write down your goals. Choose the hard thing. Protect your time. Say no to distractions. And say yes to you. Because greatness doesn't come from big moments. It comes from small decisions made every single day. And your next one starts now.